Hello beautiful souls, welcome to this reading and welcome to the channel. If you're not already subscribed and if you like my videos, please make sure you subscribe, it really helps me out. And if this video, of course, at the end, after you watch this, if this video resonates for you, please give me a like, feel free to comment below. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive into the message. So we have Aditi at the beginning, expand your consciousness. We have an expansion, and this is mirrored also in the Three of Wands here. But let's begin from there. We have, if this message is for you, there is an expansion that is happening. It feels like if you've not been able to see something until a certain point, and now it's like if the veil is lifted and you're able to see more. What is this more? I'm going to talk about this. It's about patterns and ancestors, but let's go step by step. There is an expansion. There is a deeper understanding of who you are as a soul, and this is happening because, and also it is facilitating deepening into this kind of Sedna energy. So what do I mean? A Sedna is the archetype who from human clinging and holding on the past version of herself, her old identity, what was the comfort zone, what was known. She was forced to well, she was forced to die, actually. She was forced to release her holding on, her grip on the father's boat, and that forced her to basically sink into the ocean, basically. She died, kind of, but her fingers transformed into fish and the sea creatures, and she became the goddess of the sea, a spirit. She became a goddess. So basically she represents the death of the ego, the death of the old identity, the death of our human restricted and limited identity. But even though it's very likely that in order for this expansion of consciousness to happen, the ego or parts of our ego, parts of our human identity have already died. At the same time, through this expansion of consciousness, we are able to see even more parts of this ego that are still there, still in place, and in particular, limiting beliefs, in particular, old patterns, old barriers that we had in our minds, and we were not aware of them, or maybe we were, but we didn't know where they were from, where they were coming from, what was the root cause of it. And now this is opening. At the same time, also with Sedna, what is lighting up, what this card is showing me, especially in relation to Kadesh, but also a few other cards that we have in this reading, is the opening of your creativity, your creation energy. So in the moment that the ego in the moment of the death of the ego, or at least the shift of this energy, the shift of this old identity, and the releasing of whatever you were holding on in terms of your old identities, your past. This can be, I mean, very generic. By releasing it, this is also opening you to your creation. Her fingers, Sedna's fingers, transformed into fish, in the sense that she transformed into something else, but at the same time something else was birthed through her ego death. I don't know if this makes sense, but bear with me. We have Kadesh. She is the she's in the card, she represents, sorry, sexual wisdom, but it's something more. It's the root chakra, and I see this also because of these big roots that we have here in this other card. It's an opening of the root chakra. What does the root chakra represents? Yes, sexuality, but at the same time, creativity. It's where the seeds of the soul, where the seeds of our creation, of our creativity lies. And this is also where we have our roots in a sense of, well, the root chakra and the sacral chakra are the chakras also associated with ancestors, with our link with our bloodline. It's a very important center that is, I don't want to say that everybody bypass it, but it's often quite bypassed. And it's extremely important for our grounding, but again, once again, also for our creation. And for this specific reading, creation, energy, and ancestors, our ability to root into the present moment, being aware of the ancestors, and creating, that is a kind of the key of the reading. Moving on, we have the Ace of Wands. That is something new, like new projects, but once again, it's new creativity. Is your ability to create something new, and it's kind of the hand who, so on the one hand, what I'm shown is like something could be offered to you, that could be an opportunity, but it's also an invitation to reclaim your creativity, reclaim your power. The wands represent the passion, the kind of fiery energy. So don't be afraid to embrace this creativity, to embrace this passion, this fiery energy, because fire is extremely important and extremely, it's sacred. It's also the alchemy, right? It's something that very likely is highlighting, is opening, is unfolding for you, whoever I'm reading for, and this is the path to follow. And this could have also sexual, a sexual flavor, absolutely, because we also have this card here, yeah. Anyway, what this is also opening with this expansion of consciousness beyond the creation energy that once again is quite strong in this message, we have also the other side of the root chakra, that is our connection with our ancestors. And in this moment in time, we may understand, or may soon be understanding, that some of the old patterns, the patterns that we've been playing, that we've been that we've been playing in our lives, were actually not ours, were actually not our patterns. There could be something related to betrayal for some of you, being left behind, not being chosen, something related to the pain of the heart. And I mean, with these two cards together, this is speaking to me in terms of betrayal. But once again, this could be related to family, ancestors. This could be related to, well, actually to partners, but usually, unfortunately, our partners play the karma that we, like the patterns and the karma that we have, that we have related to our childhood and our family. So more than everything, this is related to family and ancestors. And this is the end of a cycle. This is the end of an important cycle that is opening up to a further expansion. The point is releasing this energy, releasing these patterns. But And these patterns, I want to say, because here we have the star together with the Seven of Swords, these patterns are limiting beliefs that very likely comes from childhood and from the ancestors. This could be ancestral traumas that is showing up in your life, that is playing an important part in your life. And now you're able to see it. It's like if the veil, once again, is lifted, and you're able to see that actually these patterns, these betrayals, these wounds and traumas were not yours. You carried them, but they were not yours. You inherited those. And this is opening you to an expansion of consciousness, because you see this, but also you are able to align with your destiny. There is a hope with the star card. There is hope. I also want to see that there is kind of feminine energy. So this could possibly be related to the maternal side of the family. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. It's just something that is coming through for some of you, because we have a lot of feminine energy. And okay, or for some of you, only for some of you, this could be a message facilitated by a feminine ancestor. Yeah. Okay. So in this moment, we may need to be very, very careful, and we may need to set boundaries. We have the protection guardian here. I don't know if you see it, probably not. We have the protection guardian at the bottom of this deck, and we have the arrow, surround yourself with protective energy, together with the skin. So as I was saying, this is a big cycle that is not related only to your life, to your own life, but also to your ancestor. This is something big. And the energy of the snake is about releasing, shedding the old skin. While you do that, you may feel the need, or probably, yeah, for some of you, part of this lesson and this karma is actually understanding how to have healthy boundaries, how to say no, how to protect your energy, how not to overgive. So there is something powerful with boundaries that I see also in the Queen of Swords. She is a sovereign. She has her sword in her hand, and she's able to say no. She's able to cut the cords. She's able to put limits. Once again, boundaries. And she does that with because she's in control of herself. She's in control of her own thoughts, and she knows that she doesn't need the approval of others. This is something that is coming through in this moment. The need of approval. If you've been left behind, if you felt like you were not important, or you were not enough, or you've been kind of abandoned, or you felt abandoned in your childhood, you may feel the need of approval from your family, from your mother, for example. And it doesn't have to be mother. It's just an example. And this is part of the old karma, of the old patterns, and this may be actually from the ancestors. This could be a bigger cycle that has been playing in your life. But if you step into your own sovereignty and you understand that you don't need the approval of anyone else, just yours, this is a powerful point to act from. And this is freedom. Not being afraid of saying no, not being afraid of putting boundaries with people. This is a powerful position to act with. So once we see this, once we are able to understand and to bring this pattern, these themes to our consciousness, and they don't act anymore from our subconscious and our basically shadows, right? We are talking about a big shadow here, an ancestral shadow. Once we're able to see it, we are able to expand our consciousness, but also to free ourselves from this, releasing with Sedna, releasing the hold that we the hold yeah, we're able to release this old karma and this cycle, and we break free. And once we heal these trauma pattern, wounds, however you want to call it, that is actually related to the ancestors, we are not only healing ourselves, we are also healing the ancestors, and we are making ourselves free from our root chakra, right? To create again. There could be sexuality or creativity opening up through this releasing, and ultimately this feels like healing of the root or the root and sacral, I want to say, because sacral is more related to the ancestors. Okay, so we have not forgotten, messages from spirit, unbroken connection. And that's the whole point, the unbroken connection. It's where we understand the threads and the connection we have with our ancestors, with whoever came before us, parents, grandparents, and beyond. And we understand that there is a sort of mirroring of energy where we mirror them, even if we don't, especially if we're not aware of this, especially if we're not aware of the patterns. And there is a freedom in the moment we see the pattern, we see that we are playing this ancestral karma, so we are able to release it. And yeah, with the egg is potential, is creativity, fertility. Ooh, okay. So until now I've been saying sexuality and creativity. Probably the missing piece was fertility. For some of you, this could be about fertility. This could be about having babies. This could be about creating a family. And before moving on, actually, I want to call attention to this card, returning. It's a spiral journey. It's a spiral. The spiral that is playing right now, we may able to release it, but at the same time we have to look at it. We have to see the spiral. We have to see it feels like a coming back to our childhood, coming back to our memories. And once we are able to see the pattern, we are able to release it. But everything moves in spiral, so we have to go back in order to move forward. And concluding, we have the medicine wheel, the holy mountain, and the rainbow. So with the medicine wheel, we have exactly this. We have the completion of a cycle. We have the shedding the skin and opening to something new. And with the holy mountain, what this is opening you to is a progression into your spiritual path, into your expansion of consciousness and ascension. And with the rainbow, this is a beautiful confirmation of the success and the happiness that this can bring. With the rainbow, we have embracing all the colors, where when the shadow is not anymore a shadow, we bring light to it. And in this way, through compassion and love and light, we are able to heal that, opening to this beautiful rainbow, to these beautiful nuances of colors. And there is freedom. The bird is flying. So this is a confirmation that you got this. You are absolutely able to do this. It feels like what is coming through feels like a 9. The number 9, the conclusion of the cycle, and then we have the 10 with the completion. And I'm called to say this because this is This video will come out later on, but I'm recording this during the 9/9, so I'm called to say this. But I set the intention that this video will carry the energy for when it will be posted. So this is beautiful energy, and it's like, it feels like the most you're able to go deeper into your own root, the highest you're able to go. Like, you need strong, deep roots in order to grow high, as above, so below, like, right? So this is beautiful. This is great, and this is important work, because this feels like shadow work, but it's, I don't know if you're doing it through real shadow work or just something that is showing up into your life. But that's not the point, actually. This is extremely important, and big work. It feels like something very big. So thanks for watching, and if this video resonated for you, please give me a like. Feel free to comment below, and see you next time.